With its breathtaking canyons, ocean views, stunning hillside homes, Del Mar, California oozes exclusivity. Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay, and on this edition of A Place in the Sun, we'll show you why Del Mar is the perfect combination of surf and turf.
Gotta get out of the city. Gotta have some fun. I know a place real pretty, a place in the sun, a place in the sun.
With immaculate beaches, a stunning coastline, and an impressive history, San Diego's North Coast County is home to some of the most coveted real estate and prime living areas anywhere in California. Made up of 18 cities and charming communities, more and more people are flocking to North Coast County to buy primary, vacation homes, and retirement homes. Many of those are seeking the California dream of steady sunshine, warm weather, and an active lifestyle without sacrificing big city comforts. San Diego is only a short drive on Interstate 5, and you can feel the big city influence as this thriving metropolis offers countless cultural outlets and world-class attractions. Just 35 miles north of San Diego is Oceanside, a thriving community that offers a unique history, great location, and well-priced real estate with some of the lowest property tax in the county. With a population of 150,000 and a median income of $40,000, Oceanside really does offer the best of a small community with big city living. Moving south of Oceanside sits Carlsbad, a prosperous city poised to become the economic powerhouse of the North County. Known best and founded on its bountiful supply of mineral wells, Carlsbad is a unique coastal community located 30 miles north of San Diego. And if being connected to the outdoors is important to you, you can find it close to home, as many properties in Carlsbad are near the ocean. It's best to find property now, though, as housing is expensive and will be increasingly hard to find. There was a dwelling cap voted on by the people of Carlsbad in 1986, limiting housing to almost 55,000 units by the end of 2010. Still further south is Del Mar, which was once a sleepy beach community, but now is home to the rich and famous. We'll show you what we mean later on in today's show. With a population of 5,000 and an average income of $76,000, Del Mar is an upscale town filled with breathtaking canyons interspersed with hillside homes averaging around the $500,000 mark. Del Mar Racetrack brings about a flurry of activity in the summer months, and the track adds a sense of glamour and star-studded fame to the town, as Bing Crosby was the founder of the racetrack that was built in the 1930s. But if racing to the front of the line in a sidewalk sale is more your thing, the commercial strip, Camino Del Mar, is home to cute little coffee shops and eclectic boutiques. Down the street is the popular Powerhouse Park, close to the best beaches in the county. And if you've got a dog, you've met the first criteria for living the relaxed, laid-back life here in Del Mar. While it's an upscale town, the only prerequisite is to enjoy the sun and the casual atmosphere. One of the main reasons so many people flock here to find their vacation homes. Today on A Place in the Sun, we visit 3 different condos situated in prime locations along Del Mar's 2-mile coast. Learn how to landscape for mountainside vacation homes and take a tour through a multi-million-dollar home overlooking the ocean.
Now I know what you're thinking, that it probably costs an arm and a leg to buy a vacation home here. Well, you're right, sort of. And while it's true that over 80% of homes here are valued at $250,000 or more, there are still many great places right here in Solana Beach near Del Mar that don't have to cost a lot, and they may even make you a buck or two. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Yana. How are you?
Good. Now, how does somebody make money with their vacation home here?
Well, there's actually a couple ways. The number one way would be appreciation. Over the years, it's great. I mean, it could be 20% one year, 10 another, maybe 9 a third, but overall, it's very profitable.
And renting is another way.
Exactly. If an owner doesn't intend to use their unit a lot as a second home, then they can let us try and rent it for them during summer, winter, spring, and fall.
Okay, this is your moderate one.
Great. It's a 2-bedroom, oceanfront, very nicely furnished. Take a look at it.
Okay, let's go. Oh, Jim, what a beautiful ocean view.
Isn't it great?
Oh, it's gorgeous. This is a great open space.
Yeah, it really flows well from the kitchen all the way through the dining room and living room.
I love that. Now, what is unique about this home?
Well, that's part of it. It's the floor plan. Surfsong was one of the newer developments along the Solana Beach Bluff area, and they designed the space so that the living area, the dining room, kitchen all flow through and have the nice ocean view, but they also put the master bedroom on the ocean front, so you can wake up in the morning and hear the waves.
Oh, that's great. Now, how much does this go for?
This particular one's actually for sale for $859,000. It also rents as a vacation rental for $2,200 a week in the summer and about the same per month in the wintertime.
Okay, so $2,200 a week in the summertime. So that's times 4. Now, if my math serves me correct,
better than I am.
that would be around $26,000 for 3 months.
That'd probably be about right.
That's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah. The only thing to think about, though, is that most owners like to use the units some themselves in the summer. That's why they bought them
Of course,
generally.
right.
So you're not going to get a full 3 months worth of rentals typically. In addition to that, really our peak seasons are July and August, part of September. So you're going to get a little bit of vacancy during those 3-month time periods. But generally speaking, it's pretty full up during the summer.
Okay. Now, how do you divide the rental income between the management company and the owner?
Well, we base it on the quality of the unit, basically. Our premium units, we only charge 18%. And then the deluxe units, we charge 20%, and the standard units, which are still very nice, we charge 22%.
All right. Well, I'd love to see the master.
Great, let's go.
Okay.
We are in the master suite now, and the nice thing about it is from the bed, you can actually see the ocean. And because you're looking at the ocean, you've also got a fireplace right there next to it. It makes it a real homey feel in the winter. Of course, you don't need the fireplace in the summer.
Right. And it connects to the bathroom.
Yeah, they actually remodeled this whole area. They took out a wall here that had the closet in it, and they also opened it up so that you could see from the jacuzzi tub all the way out to the ocean.
Oh, what a great time. That's lovely.
It is.
Now, you know, when I first walked in, I thought this was the luxury home.
Well, it actually is not quite as nice as the luxury one we're going to see in a little bit.
So you have a lot of other options available.
We do. The one we're going to see next actually is a townhome at Del Mar Beach Club. Does not have an ocean view or anything, but it's in an oceanfront development. And it'll be much more affordable than this particular unit is.
Oh, I'd love to see that one.
Great, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, what we're looking at now is a townhome at the Del Mar Beach Club. This is one of the more affordable homes available on the bluff because it doesn't have an ocean view. The nice thing about that, though, is that you're still in an oceanfront development. So you have all the amenities, you have the access to the beach, all that stuff going for it still. The club itself has a lot of nice amenities. It has 4 pools, 2 of which are oceanfront. It also has tennis courts and it has 2 spa areas. And it has its own private stairs down to the beach area. So you don't have to worry about whether the public stairs are being maintained or anything else. You've got your own set of stairs right there. This particular townhome is it's in a non-view location, but the unique thing about it is it has parking that's directly underneath the unit, which is great because people can get there, get their groceries and luggage into the house easily. This particular townhome has been remodeled. It has a new owner now. It's just sold this last month or 2, and it's really quite contemporary in terms of the decor. It's very bold in terms of the wall hangings and the paintings and whatnot. The floor plan is a little bit different than anything else that's available on the bluff. It's actually a split-level floor plan. When you come up from the parking area, you go up half a flight of stairs, basically from the parking up to the unit itself. And then what you're entering into is the living area, which also moves out onto the patio area. And then from the living, you go up half a floor to the dining room and the kitchen area. And that's all in one area, along with the powder room. And then from there, you go all the way upstairs, a full flight of stairs, to the bedrooms, which are upstairs, away from all the hubbub of the living areas. The kitchen's been remodeled, and it's all new kitchens and baths, and just recently redecorated, so it's very fresh feeling with these new owners that have just purchased it recently. The nice thing about this particular property is because it doesn't have the view, it's a little bit more affordably priced. This home sold for $535 more recently, and it would therefore make it a perfect starter home as a vacation property.
Stick around because after the break, Jim finishes the tour with an ocean view luxury condo and learn how to landscape for your mountainside retreat.
Oh, well, when you say luxury, you mean million-dollar luxury.
Isn't this incredible?
It's gorgeous. Now, what makes this a million-dollar home?
Well, in real estate, it's always location, and this is an oceanfront, top two-floor townhome. The views are absolutely spectacular.
They are.
Beyond that, though, they hired a professional decorator, and I think they've done a beautiful job remodeling this home. The kitchen is completely new, and you'll notice various touches throughout the condo.
Now, I've also noticed from afar that the wallpaper, it's not really wallpaper.
It's not.
It's hand-painted.
It is. It's two-tone paint with a gloss and a flat finish.
Well, it works great.
It's very creative.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. You don't see many glass walls in a kitchen. They're usually in the bathroom.
Yeah, the designer wanted to actually have light coming into both the hallway and the kitchen area. Plus, it makes it not feel quite so closed in.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I like that. Oh, and the view. You can't get away from it. It's everywhere here.
It's beautiful.
I love it. And this is an upgrade, the granite countertops.
Yep, all new granite counters, all new cabinets, Sub-Zero.
And I love the backlighting. I have that at home, and I love it. When I'm cooking, it really gives me a lot of light where I need it most.
Bet you can be creative that way.
Absolutely. And it's really romantic, too.
You want to see romantic? Let's go see the bedroom.
Sure. Oh, Jim, this view is spectacular. Look at the ocean. I feel like I'm on a cruise.
I told you it was romantic.
You were right.
However, compared to a cruise ship, look at all the space you've got.
You do have a lot of space.
Cathedral ceilings, clerestory windows for extra light, a fireplace, which you wouldn't have on a cruise ship.
No, you wouldn't. And I love that cubby hole.
It's great. Imagine having your coffee there first thing in the morning and watching the dolphins surf in.
Oh, what could be better than that?
Nothing.
Is that a unique feature?
Actually, in Las Brisas, it's a very common feature for this development. They often have little bars that will stick out, little sitting areas like this. We call it the crow's nest because you're up over the water. It's great.
Ah, like you're in charge.
That's right.
Is oceanfront property hard to come by?
It is. In the Del Mar Solana Beach area, it's actually all built out for the most part. So what you'll find is a resale opportunity where a condominium or a single-family home has been owned for a while. Maybe it's been remodeled a couple times, but it's now available for resale. And we have 3 or 4 oceanfronts available right now.
Okay, so when one does come up and you like it.
You better grab it.
All right. Well, we've seen 3 great vacation homes to fit any budget or lifestyle right here in Solana Beach.
It's a lot easier to do your own landscaping if you have a flat piece of land and simply want to lay down some grass. It's a much more difficult proposition when you find your home up against a mountain. You'll often find that prime property in Del Mar is nestled alongside a mountain. So how do you landscape for your perfect getaway? James Craig is a landscape architect with plenty of experience working around rocky terrain.
There are a number of considerations during the design phase in trying to integrate a building or a house with the existing site, and it really depends on the slope of the site that we're working with. Of course, the design considerations are much different if you're on a flat piece of ground versus a sloping piece of ground. Typically on a sloping piece of ground, the garden is terraced, and that way the site is then stabilized. On a flatter piece of ground, of course, those considerations are not that important, and we can do a number of other things trying to integrate the site or the house with the site itself.
A level piece of land may be easier to work on for a lot of people, but James prefers the creative possibilities inspired by a sloping grade.
A sloping site definitely does create problems primarily from a budgetary standpoint because the site has to be stabilized to make it usable not only for the construction but also for the end user at the end of the day. By terracing, we can do 2 things. 1, stabilize the site. Number 2, create additional exterior space for the enjoyment of the people that may own the home or the visitors.
There are basically 2 design principles to choose from. You can design for the short term or the long term.
Some clients want an instant impact, and in so wanting that, more plants are used with the thought that later on those plants will then be thinned out. Other clients are willing to wait for the garden to mature naturally, therefore the initial impact is less dense, but the plants will grow in 2 to 3 years, you will see a full effect.
Landscaping can be hard work, but at the same time, a lot of fun. If you can budget it, hire a professional to do the most difficult parts and you do the rest. Also, spread the work and the cost over a number of years. That way you can work, play, and watch the value of your property increase thanks to the landscaping enhancements you've added over the years. Join us after the break for an Asian-inspired getaway off the coast of Del Mar.
Tom and Nancy Hobbs have enjoyed their 3,200 square foot ocean view vacation home for the last 3 years. Nancy, it took you a while though to find this perfect retreat.
It did. This is our third home in Del Mar, and we started out with a house that had like a little peekaboo view through the trees, and we said, no, you know, we want something better than that. So we bought another house that had a nice 180-degree blue water view, but you couldn't see the surf crashing across against the beach.
Well, that's a must.
It was a must. So eventually we found this home, and we just love it because it's got everything. It's just a dynamite view.
Well, I think you've achieved your goal. It's spectacular. And it's
Thank
very
you.
private here, too.
It is. We actually, the property ends at the Torrey Pines Reserve, so nobody can build down there. It's all reserve land, and it's just very private and wonderful here.
That's great. And this negative edge pool, it's fantastic.
Thank you. Well, we just felt that the property called for a pool. It's one of those places where you feel like you put a pool in it and it really belongs here. And we were lucky enough to have Skip Phillips, who's the owner of Questar and one of the pioneers of the Disappearing Edge pool, design this. And we came out, we were so happy because he really followed the lines of the house with the pool. And it really feels to us like it's been here all along, that it belongs here. So,
well, it fits perfectly.
Thank you.
Your kids must love it here.
They do. When they come down here, they camp out here. And we have a 2-week rule. They can only be camped out for 2 weeks, and then we scrape them off the patio.
Well, if this is anything like your inside, I'd love to see it.
Oh, well, then let's go.
Okay. Now, you and Tom just got back from your vacation home in Whistler.
We did. We had a great time up there skiing. The skiing at Whistler is just incredible.
Yeah, I heard.
Yes.
So you come here and you have the water.
Yes, we've had people tell us that they think we have the best of both worlds. We have the most gorgeous mountain setting in Whistler, and then we have the most beautiful beach setting here.
Well, you do have the best of both worlds.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. Now, I've noticed you have a lot of Asian touches throughout the home.
Right. Yes. Tom traveled in Asia quite a bit during the Vietnam War. He was in construction over there, and then he was a merchant seaman at one point. And so he's collected a lot of Asian things over accent pieces over the course of the years, and they just go with us wherever we go. And the great thing is they fit in any, you know, really style or decor, and we love them and are very attached to them.
Well, obviously the view of the ocean is the focal point of the home.
Absolutely.
The great windows, and I love how you've hidden the window treatments.
Yeah, well, of course you don't want window treatments blocking this gorgeous view, but at the same time, later on in the afternoon, you've got sun to worry about. So we've got exterior window treatment, which is light and wind sensitive. So when the sun hits a certain point where it's going to be beaming in here, the shades come down automatically. And then when it drops a little bit lower, they go right back up again. You don't even have to think about it.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about it?
No, not at all.
That's great. That's easily done. That's great. Now, over here you have the formal sitting area.
That's right.
Okay.
Right. And really, when you're entertaining, this whole area just flows together, and people are all over the place. And, you know, we've entertained 100 people here, and the house easily accommodates it. But then when we're by ourselves, we tend to be over in that area because, of course, you have still have the beautiful ocean view, but you also have the TV, so you can keep up with the latest news.
Well, absolutely, you got to keep up. Even though you're in the water, you still got to keep up with the
exactly.
latest. And I love this fish tank.
Thank you. Well, this is Tom's inspiration. We had a fish tank at our other house. We wanted to put one in here. We didn't have enough wall space, so we were kind of perplexed about it. And then one day, Tom got the brilliant idea. This was a solid wall here, and it goes to, the bedroom is on the other side of this, a spare bedroom. And he got the brilliant idea to actually set the fish tank in the wall. So he knocked a hole in the wall, and, you know, and I came home this one day, and I'm going, wait a minute, there's a hole in my wall.
So he didn't clear that with you first?
Oh, no, of course not. He's a contractor. He just, you know, the hammer thing going. And but he assured me everything would be fine and I would love it. And he was right.
And he was right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. What is your favorite room in the house?
My favorite room is got to be the office because I spend a lot of time there, and it's just a beautiful, I love hardwood, and it's a beautiful hardwood office, and I've got an ocean view from there too, so it's just wonderful. You can sit there and be on the internet and catch up with email and shift out to this beautiful ocean view. And
It's lovely. Nancy, this is a serious gourmet kitchen.
yes, it is, and you know what? I'm lucky enough to have a serious gourmet cook that goes with the gourmet kitchen.
Oh, well, you definitely need one to go with the other.
Yes, it works well that way.
For sure. And I love the granite center island. You know what I say? Every kitchen must have a center island.
And it's true.
And the decor convection oven is great.
They're wonderful.
They really speed up the cooking time.
Absolutely. And they're a very thorough way of cooking as well. You know, you got even heat across the piece.
All over, all
Right.
across the board, right? The Viking Professional, I love these. They're great.
Right, the powerhouse of stoves. You got to have it.
Absolutely.
Great gas, cooking, really big burners to put your macho stew pots on.
They're real durable.
Exactly.
They're easy to clean, too.
Very.
Yeah, gotta love that. And I love the mahogany cabinetry.
Yes, these are actually made by the Amish, and it's called Heritage, and they're furniture grade cabinetry. And they're just so beautiful.
They work really well in the kitchen.
And you know what the best thing is? They're very easy to clean.
Oh, you gotta love that. And what I also love is the Sub-Zero refrigerator. These are beautiful, but they're pricey. They tend to be over $5,000. Are they really worth it?
I think they are. They've got 2 motors in them. So one motor's running the refrigerator, the other's running the freezer section.
So if one motor breaks, you still have the other side that's working.
Right.
Right. Now from the kitchen, you can lead into your master bedroom.
Yes, and our master bedroom has the same gorgeous view that you get from the great room. So we can sit in there on Sunday mornings, sip our coffee, read our newspaper, and look out at the ocean.
Now you've stayed in a lot of 5-star resorts when you've traveled.
We have, yes, in Hawaii primarily, and we always come back and say, gosh, you know, we've had great views, but we think we've got the best view. It's a perfect retreat.
Well, you can definitely see why so many people are flocking to Del Mar to buy their vacation homes. Besides fantastic ocean views and charming winding streets, this community complements any lifestyle, especially for all you active ones out there, or for those of us who are not so active. Either way, it's a win-win situation. I'm Yana Kay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when you'll have another chance to find your place in the sun.